Howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, making a video for you out of Boise, Idaho. I'm working on a 97 GMC 1500 today, and this video will actually be good for all 95 models from 95 to about the year 2000. GMC Sierras, GMC 1500s, Chevy 1500s, K1500, C1500. This video will show you how to change the window washer blinker multifunction switch. Now, in order to do so, you do have to remove the steering wheel, but it's not as hard as you think. It's pretty straightforward. Just want to take your time so you don't break a bunch of plastic pieces and stuff like that in there. So let's get to it and see where you need to start. Since you're going to be removing your steering wheel, it also means you're going to be removing the airbag. So you want to go ahead and start off by disconnecting your battery. And after you've disconnected your battery, go ahead and wait 10-20 minutes before you start the job. The reason why is since you're going to be messing with the airbag, that 10 or 20 minutes will give it enough time for the energy reserve module to deplete its energy, so you don't have to worry about the airbag engaging while you're working on it. Then once you've disconnected your battery, you want to get your upper and lower covers off. Now I've already got these covers off, so what you're going to do is they are going to be an H25 hex head. You're going to have two of them, and you're going to want to tilt your steering wheel up, and they're going to be on the bottom. All right, you'll have one in this area, and then you'll have one in this area. So 1, 2. Once you get those two off, you'll then be able to drop the bottom part of the steering column. Now go ahead after that and put your steering wheel down, and you'll have access to two E5 Torx bits. Now you need an E5 socket in order to get that off, and in case you're wondering what an E socket looks like, that's what an E socket looks like. So you'll need an E5 socket, and then you're gonna have one right here, and then you're gonna have another one on the other side. So you have one in here, and then you're gonna have another one on the other side, and that one's going to be right here. So there's your ignition, and you'll have your other E5 Torx bit right here. Now those Torx bit are not in there very tight, so if you don't have that type of bit to get that off, you can get somewhat creative with a pair of pliers or something to get that out of there, and you'll be good to go. And then once you've got that top part disconnected per the Torx bit, go ahead and take a screwdriver, body tool, and you'll have to get right in here to pop that off. Now once you've got your plastic covers off, then as you'll notice, you'll have one Torx bolt here on top, and then you're going to have another one right here behind the steering wheel, and that's what's going to make us remove our steering wheel here. So that's what we're going to do next. But before you go ahead and remove your steering wheel, take the time and take off your bottom panel. Now you're going to have 7mm bolts, one here, one here, one here, and then one over there. Get those out, and then again, just gently, you can see where this pops in there. So go ahead and pop it out now. This brake release handle is plastic, and it has two clippies inside of there that you have to engage. If you do not want to break this off, then don't mess with it. It's very easy to break off, and as you can see, I just simply have taken it and have pried that piece up and out of my way. Now once you've got that apart, you're also going to have your vent. Go ahead and disconnect that, and that's going to put you right where you need to be, right inside of there. As you can see, that's where we need to get down into to disconnect our multifunction switch. Okay, so if you've already got your multifunction switch, then you know you have this long length of cords, and that's going to be connect into your main junction box. So we're going to need to go in here with a 7mm long socket and get down in there. So, but the first thing I'm going to do, since we've been hanging out talking for a minute, and we got about 5 minutes, is go take a little bit of 5-minute break and get this airbag off. And the way we're going to do that is back behind the steering wheel. If you can see where my finger is, there you go. So back in here are going to be the plastic releases so we can get this airbag out. And I'll show you that next here in just a minute. Alrighty. And so once you've gotten those tabs loose, I'm gonna get this back on here just to give you an idea. So once you've got those tabs loose, and again, you just reach back here to this area, get your screwdriver in there and pry up. And once you've done that, then you should be able to remove your airbag. All right, and be careful with it. You're going to have an electrical connection inside of here. And if you remove the wire from this tab right here, it'll give you all the room that you need to play around in there. Then after that, all you got to do is remove the safety connection by pulling that out like so, and then just unplug your plug. I'm going to do that real quick because I need both hands. Alrighty then, and then once you've become successful in accomplishing that, you can now remove your airbag, and now you can get into removing the steering wheel, so that way we can gain access to our multifunction switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it here for just a little bit. I'll be back. I gotta go get lunch ready for the kiddos. It is time to eat. When I come back, we'll go ahead and look into removing the steering wheel, and then we'll start working our way down underneath the dash so we can get our electrical connections apart and get our multifunction switch replaced. All right, and we're back, folks. Now, once you've got your airbag off, again, just set that aside and just kind of recap. You've got some tabs that you gain access to from behind the steering wheel, and you're just going to take your flathead screwdriver and stick it in here, and then once you get the right spot, you can pry that tab up. You see that? You can pry that tab up and out of the way, and then you can get your airbag off, and then that way you can go ahead and get the room that you need, gain access to remove your steering wheel. And then once you've got your steering wheel off, you can now gain access to the bolt that you need to get to go ahead and remove your multifunction switch. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to go underneath and show you how to disconnect the electrical connections. All right, now if you can see right there my finger is, so you can see where I've gone in with my long extensions. Okay, that's going to be a 7mm bolt, and you're going to have to go in there and take that bolt apart so you can get your multifunction switch apart and get your plug connectors apart. This is why you have to go in and pretty much remove a quarter of the dashboard here. Okay, now then, once you've gone in through here and you've removed your first black 7mm fastener, now remember, this one's going to be right next to the plug connector. This is what will allow you to pull this bracket down and gain access to your plug connector. So now we can work on getting everything disconnected. So we're going to have another 7mm bolt that we need to get out. That's the other one that I showed you, and we'll just go in right through here to go ahead and gain access to that one. All right, and then after you've used your 7mm and you've separated your electrical connector, the next thing you're going to do is now you're going to go ahead and remove the electrical connectors for your multifunction switch, which is going to be this gray one and this black one. You got a little clippy right inside of here that you're going to use a screwdriver to disengage and go ahead and pull those out. All right, so now that you've got your connector unplugged and your other two connectors disconnected from it, then you're just gonna go up top, back up, and you're gonna use a T25 Torx bit, and you'll finally have access to this bolt here. So go ahead and get that one out and get that one out, and then you've got the easy part. All you gotta do is lift and pull. Throw that aside, and there you have it. You've now removed your window washer switch for your 90s model GMC. This will cover pretty much 95 up to the year 2000. It'll cover GMC C1500s, K1500s, the Sierra 1500, all that other good stuff. So it's kind of a stupid design if you ask me, because honestly the only reason why you have to do all this is to get that one bolt out. And this isn't the first time that I've done this, and every time I do this I always spend like 20 minutes or more just trying to come up with a freaking way of getting in here to get this bolt out without doing it. So alrighty folks, well, I promised this guy I'd have this out by this afternoon. I'm already behind on schedule, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Installation is basically this video in reverse, so no worries there. I appreciate you guys coming out, watching me, supporting me. If you have any questions, throw them to me out in the comments. I'm real good at getting back to you guys and trading emails, even trading phone numbers, helping walk you through your do-it-yourself projects and all that other stuff. So, all right, well, once again, this is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. Thanks for the support. I am signing off.